Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to today's presentation. I am doing this presentation for the purpose of answering some questions concerning how to create a customized email. Some of us that have their own personal businesses, the self-employed, they have been inquiring how they can create their own customized email. So this video, the main purpose of this video is to address this. So I want to begin by telling you that you can do this in so many ways. But for the purpose of this presentation, I choose to talk about the most easiest one, at least, such that anybody can do it, no matter if you are a tech savvy or not. So there are three steps involved in this. The first step is domain name search. So here you have to search for the domain name which you intend to use. So of course, some people will ask, what do we mean by domain name? Domain name is just something like a URL of a company. So for example, if your Facebook or Google, so you see Facebook, you have a facebook.com. So the domain name is facebook.com, okay? So, but the complete URL will be www.facebook.com. So that is a typical example of a domain name. So we have several other examples, google.com, and so on and so forth. So your domain name should always reflect the name of your company, but reflecting the name of your company is not enough because you have to search to make sure that it is still available, or maybe others have taken the name already. Domain name here, just think of it like an email. Anytime you want to create an email, what do you notice? You notice that even when you want to use your name, it is possible that another person who bears the same name as you have already used that name. So what do? You have to modify it a little, either by adding numbers or some stuffs to make it different, and also to ensure that it is available. So the first step here is to search to see if the domain name you wish to use is available. I will show us how to do this. Then the second step is, after searching for your domain name and you realize that maybe it is available. Of course, you know, if it is not, you have to make amendments until you get a free and available one. So assuming it is now available, so the next thing you have to do is to purchase the domain name. Of course, yeah, you need to purchase the domain name. So this is not just like creating a Gmail account or a Yahoo account, you know, doing that, it is just free of charge. But in this one, you have to purchase your domain name. So the next, which happens to be the last step, after purchasing the domain name, is to create your new email address. This time around, your customized email address. Excuse me. Okay, so how do you do this? You do this by logging into your new domain name. So either, no matter the platform you used, whether you used Bluehost or G Suite or whichever other method. So, but for the purpose of this presentation, we have to use G Suite. I think that should be the easiest one for all of you. So we are going to be using G Suite. So G Suite simply means Google Suite. It is actually owned by Google. So I will share my screen to show you an example of we have to make an assumption. We use a virtual company. So here I assumed that the name of my company is Ezel Farms Limited. So you see, Ezel Farms Limited. I don't know whether it exists or not. This is just purposely for this particular tutorial. So I assumed I run a farm business with its name as Ezel Farms Limited. So I want to create, I want to search to see if my desired domain name is available. So I desire to use my domain as ezelfarms.com. So my URL will be www.ezelfarms.com. But I don't know whether this ezelfarms.com is available or not. So what do? We have to check to see if it is available. Okay. We have to first of all open gsuite.com. This is it, gsuite.com. You can see the spelling here. So you log in. So I just wanted to use this because just like I have said earlier on, it is the simplest. There are many other formats. So you can see it is now opened. So I will click on Get Started here. Get Started. So you see, it will ask me some questions. Let's get started. Your business name. Remember, our business name is Ezel Farms Limited. So you see, number of employees, including you. So the business, how many employees, including you? So let us assume it is just a small business with less than 10 employees, but minimum of 2. So I will choose 2 to 9, as you can see here, 2 to 9. The country, so you have to select the country. So maybe Nigeria, Ghana, whichever country, you have to select it here. That is where your business is located. So after that, you click next. And then it will ask you, what's your contact info? So you see, you have to fill, what's your first name? Your first name, you write it there, Ikenna, and then your last name. Last name is the same thing as surname. So you write Ikenna Mba. Then your current email address. Of course, possibly you need to already have a current email address, maybe Gmail or just Gmail is better. So you can write maybe Mba for Busy at gmail.com. Then you click next as well. Then does your business have a domain? So they want to ensure that you have already a registered domain. That is where the first two steps come in. But I want to use this to make the whole steps simpler for you. So because I could have searched differently using other platforms to see if the domain name is available or not, and also to purchase it. So, but I want an easier method. So that is why I decided to boycott the first two steps, but I will still achieve my aim through this method. So does your business have a domain name, a domain? So of course, because you don't have, you will select no, I need one. So you see it here, no, I need one. So I select it. Then you see here, search domain names. Then remember, we said we want our domain to be Isel Farms, iselfarms.com. So we have to search iselfarms.com. You can see here. You see iselfarms.com unavailable. Can you see it here? Unavailable. So this simply means that another person or group of people are already using this iselfarms.com. But there are suggestions on other available ones that you can take. So you see, this is available. Iselfarms.net is available at €12 per year. Iselfarms.org is also available at €12 per year. So you see iselfarms.fr. FR here means France. So that is the country code for France. Just like for Nigeria, you have .ng. For Ghana, you have .gh. So for Sweden, you have .se. For France, you have .fr, and so on. So you see many suggestions. So we can either pick from any of these suggestions. Maybe I pick iselfarms.net or iselfarms.org, or I can choose to modify this my search. I can say, okay, let me add limited to it. That is iselfarmslimited.com. So let's search to see if it is available. Good, great. You can see the domain you want is available. Can you see? It is available. iselfarmslimited.com. Available, €12 per year. You will need this domain to set up Google Workspace, so all those things. So what do? We click on Next. So after clicking on Next, you have to fill in your business address, enter your business information, street address. So SSS YYY, then I can leave this if there is no need for this. Then postal code, maybe this, okay, maybe this. Then town, you choose any town, you know your town, let's say Jos. Then your phone number, you have to put your business phone number. So maybe 0, maybe this is your business phone number. So you have to click on next. Oh, standard format. Okay, because, okay. So let's say plus 234 810, then 666. So maybe this is your number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, okay, I think it is more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's now okay. So assuming this is your business number and you have filled everything, so you click next again. And then it will share great ideas with Google. So you can proceed, just say no, thanks. But if you want to share, you can click OK, it doesn't matter. Okay, so how you will sign in. You will use your username to sign into your Google Workspace and create your business email address. Then, okay, so username, you have to create any username of your choice. So let us say, I don't know, okay, let's say I don't know. Let's say HR. Let's use this first. HR, then you create any password of your choice. So I don't know. You just know your password. Okay. And then you click on you click on I'm not a robot. Okay. You proceed, agree, and continue. Okay. You can decide to save or not to save. I don't wish to save. You allow it to load. Good. So you see here, review your payment plan. Try Google Workspace free for 14 days. So once you do this, the first 14 days will be free for you, after which you start paying every month. Okay? So you see the monthly payment here, 4.68 euro per user per month. What this means by per user is any particular email you create, you are paying 4.68 euro per month. So that means if you have 2 emails created after this process, you will be paying 4.68 multiplied by 2 per month. So it is advisable to have only one email, since you need just a personal email to work with. So, but if your company is a big company, you want to make use of it later on, you can create as many emails as you want, but know that it comes with a cost. Okay? So you see, no long and all those things. Then you click next. So you see review and check out. So account type business, you can see tax information business. So name and address. So you see, just as you have inputted your data, then primary contact, payment method. So that is your card. You have to enter your card details here. So you know your card details. So maybe this is your card details. I don't know. So aspiring to, I don't know. So whichever, you know your card details, maybe something like this is your card details. So you have to save it. So you enter it and then click agree and continue. So it may not work because this is an imaginary card number, okay? So this is an imaginary card details. It won't work, okay? But after adding your card details as shown here, all you need to do is to click agree and continue. And then, so you follow up the remaining processes and you are done. So after this, what you need to do is to log into your G Suite account. So let us assume we are now done with this. I have to log in to my G Suite account. Okay. Sorry. Login.g suite. Good. Okay. This is admin.google. Okay. So you see what we created. You see it is already here. hr@izelfarmslimited.com. Can you see it? Okay, so let's click on it and see what happens. Okay, it still needed us to go back and add. Okay, let me use my own, which is already finalized. So when I use mine to log in, so if after completion of your setup, you should be able to log into your dashboard and it will bring you to this page. So you see, this is my home page here, dashboard. You see there, my dashboard. So you can see contacts, groups for business, and so on, many things. There are many of them here. So you can actually work from here. More apps from Google Workspace, okay. Okay. So you see, it couldn't allow me to show you some other things I needed to show you because my subscription has expired. You know, I needed to pay, but since I have no need for it anymore, I decided not to pay further, okay? So, but I can click, do the, remind me or do this later, whatever. So you see it here. If I want to make new payment, I will click here, billing, manage subscriptions. So I will click here to make my payments. So if I want to create new user email, I click here. So let me repeat it so that you see users, add or manage users. So when I click on it, you see the already existing users here, human resources. The email is hr@busybrainscomputers.com. So you see, this is now a customized email. Instead of the usual at gmail.com, it now bears at busybrains.com, just as our case study, which bears hr@ezelsfundslimited.com. So that is just how to create it. If I want to add a new email, I will just click here, add new user, and then I will input the details, first name, last name, primary email. That is what I want, maybe customers. I can say customers or customer care at BusyBrains. So first name here should be whatever name you want, customer, and the last name is care, whichever thing you want to use. So you can fill in secondary email and other, but let's see if we can proceed without filling them. Yeah, I think we can. It is not compulsory. We have already filled the compulsory ones. So I click add. Okay, so it is suggesting a password. So this is the password for this. Okay, so you can view the password. You see the password here. You see, this is the password which you can use to log into this email in your Google later, okay? So you can copy out this password and or maybe print it and keep so as not to forget, or you can click save as, whichever way. So, but let's just continue for now. See, copy password, I've copied it already. So here, you now click done. So you wait for some time and let's see what happens. You can see it here, customer care at Busy Brains, you see. So I have now created this email. It is now running. So I can log into it on my Gmail. You just type in Gmail. And then you have to add account. Okay. You can add customer care. Okay. Good. I copied the password, I believe. Okay, can you see? Accept. So you can save it here. So create a new strong password. You can then create a new password of your choice. So you can see I have logged into my new email, customercare@busybrainscomputers.com. So you just change your password and you are done. So thank you. That is just how to do it. In case you have further questions, feel free to ask. So I think I have to delete this because they will count it for me. Email select, no, more. Delete selected users. Good. So think you are free to ask your questions later if you have any. Bye for today.